Okay, people, we got a brand new video for you guys today. Now, in today's video, we're going to be switching it up a little bit more with the class setups. So we'll be giving y'all 5 class setups after season 5, after this update. It's absolutely crazy. A lot of y'all have been asking me about this gun, that gun, this gun, that gun, that gun, this gun. I will be giving y'all the top 5 meta weapons that are still being used, my fault, inside Warzone. Now, we're going to start off with the Farah. Now, the Farah is basically used as an AR. You can go with an SMG build. The SMG build I will get into after the AR build, but for the muzzle, make sure you put on the group suppressor. I cannot stress this enough. The group suppressor on the AR is it's the best muzzle. It's the best muzzle, hands down. It have vertical recoil control, bullet velocity, effective damage range. You're not really expected to get in close gunfights with this, so the ADS speed really don't matter. And you could basically control with the aim stability. It's not even that big. Now, another thing is the 18.7 spin-as. Y'all should already know about this. It's a beautiful like I said, the AR again. The bullet velocity, horizontal recoil control, effective damage range, and vertical recoil. It's just absolutely beautiful. And then if you are having problems, once again, I do put on the spin-as grip. This is basically a laser. Like, it really don't miss. It don't miss. It don't miss. Now, we do not run no lasers. We do not run no red grip. But for the ammunition, make sure you put on the spin-as 60. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, well, actually, that's personal preference. If you are playing duos, put it on 45 speed. But if you are playing trios or quads, make sure you put it on 60. 60 rounds. It's a fast fire rating gun. You should already know. Get it up out of here. Now, for the optic, make sure you put on the actual 3x scope. And the reason why I'm saying that is because that is the best scope. Especially, it is personal preference for the scope. But I feel like the Axon 3x is nothing really competing with it. Plus, along with the iron sights, like the sight. Like, that's literally a T-post. So the T-post is the best, one of the best reticles inside this game. I think it is the best, except for like the blue dot. But yeah, I get the point. Now, for the next gun, we're gonna go to the SMG category. We're gonna talk about the Modern Warfare MP5. Now, the reason why I'm talking about the Modern Warfare MP5 is mainly because apparently you got a secret buff. So with that secret buff, everybody have been rocking the recent attachments. These recent attachments has been slapping. Hey, I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. But for the my fault. I'm tweaking. I am tweaking. For the barrel, make sure you put in a monolithic integral barrel, and that is because I mean, that's self-explanatory. That's really self-explanatory. For the underbarrel, make sure you put on the Merc foregrip for the recoil control, hip fire accuracy. Absolutely beautiful. It's better than Operator, Ranger, Tactical, and Commando. Make sure you put on the Merc foregrip. Now, for the ammunition, what have gotten a buff is apparently is the 30 round mag, which is absolutely crazy, which means that do more damage on AP5 is absolutely crazy. Put on tac laser just for the recoil control, no aim stability, no level it out, and then you put on sight of hand. That is the Modern Warfare MP5. Now, another thing that a lot of people have been asking about, which is kind of weird, is the C58 is still usable? Yes, it is. Even with these attachments, I will be telling you how the attachments because you already know. Once again, it's a last suppressor. The reason why I don't have it a lot because I do not play with the C58 on my account. I'm not leveling this gun up on my account. I forbid to level up this gun on my account. I already play in another account that's leveled up. But for the muzzle, y'all should already know the last suppressor. Make sure you put on Task Force, Field Agent Grip, 40 speed round, and then put on the actual arms 3x scope. Another thing that a lot of people have been asking about is the Bullfrog. The Bullfrog is basically the same. The Bullfrog is a beautiful weapon in my opinion. But the first thing, instead of you running sound suppressor, you can run group suppressor on the thing if you are used to like the ADS speed. But if you do need quick ADS speed, make sure you put in a sound suppressor. But in my opinion, I just rock the group because I feel like the group as a whole on this Bullfrog absolutely slaps. It just feels a lot of better. Like, it just performed better in my opinion, and I'm not sure if what's the reason because of that, but at the same time, you know, we all like it. We all like it. Now for the task force for the barrel, make sure you put on task force, and that's because of the straight speed, bullet velocity, and effective damage range. Now the vertical and horizontal recoil decreases don't really do nothing. I mean, you can still able to control it. Y'all see my aim, and I have stick drift. If you don't know what stick drift is, basically analog stick go left, right, up, down, whatever direction. I think because of dust in it. Some unordinary answer people word. So I just let them rock. And plus I am able to laser with it. So for the laser, make sure you put on a Tiger Team Spotlight. And the reason why I'm saying that is because of movement speed. Movement speed on this gun. Oh my god. Can't stress it enough. Movement speed on this gun is crazy. Movement speed on this gun is crazy. Movement speed on this gun is crazy. Now, in my opinion, you really don't need ammunition. So I just put on a Serpent wrap. And the reason why I put on a Serpent wrap, because I mean, who don't like quicker ADS speed when they have the groove suppressor on? And plus, you really don't need underbarrels or ammunition. The recoil's not crazy, and plus you have 50 bullets inside of a mag. So now for the stock, make sure you put on the KGB stock and not the Spec Nats. Now the reason why I'm saying the KGB, because it gives a little bit more control. Plus, I mean, it's not really no difference, but KGB just have better movement, like in certain situations to where you're gonna need it. I feel like the KGB skeletal stock is absolutely crazy. Another class setup that a lot of people have been asking about is the Mac10. Now, the Mac10, in my opinion, top 3 guns in Warzone. I don't care what nobody say. This gun still outperform no matter the nerfs or buffs, the buffs, nerfs, the semi nerfs, the neutral nerfs. No matter what it is, this Mac10 just as a whole just outperforms the gun, outperform a lot of guns. It's able to outperform top tier guns that even gets buffs, and it's still able to outperform it. Now, for the muzzle, make sure y'all put in the agency suppressor and also sound suppressor. This is a Mac10, which means the range is a little bit, So you put on the agency suppressor for the vertical recoil control, the effective damage range, and the bullet velocity. Y'all already know suppressor too. Now, for the barrel, make sure you put on task force. And the reason why I'm saying task force is because Ranger, just bullet velocity. Rifle, just effective damage range. Effective damage range and bullet velocity, but you still need that straight speed. Another thing, you need mobility on a SMG gun. You cannot be using it it can't go down like that. It cannot go down like that. You gotta use this as a SMG. The SMG gotta have a lot of mobility. If the SMG don't have mobility, there's no point in having it a secondary. Like how y'all use snipers and pistols. The pistols for the movement. That's exactly what SMGs is for. If you have a slow SMG, that class setup is not it. Now for the stock, make sure you put on no stock. That's what I put on. The reason why I put on no stock is because the amount of speed that you could cover, especially due to the fact that I have tactical sprint on, the amount of speed that I could cover, it just flicking up the stick is kind of crazy. For the ammunition, make sure you put on the Stenag 53 round drum. And the reason why I'm saying the 53 round drum is because that's self-explanatory, right? I mean, like, fast fire rate. The fire rate in this gun is absolutely crazy. This is a normal fire rate. So put on a Stenag. Even though you do reload a little bit slow, I feel like you are able to squad wipe a lot of teams if you are able to use your ammo right. Hit your shots. Aim for the right like don't be aiming at people late talking about this gun suck. Like aim chest up. Get your aim up. Get your aim up. Now for the red grip, make sure you use the Serpent grip. I mean, that's self-explanatory, like I said, ADS speed. But the best perks that I want to get into to actually run in Warzone are, for perk 1, it is double time, quick fix, and or ELD. I mean, you can run cold-blooded if you are one of those, but those 3 is it. Now, for the perk selection for 2, make sure you put in either restock, tempered, overkill, or ghost. High alert is really not worth it. I mean, you can, if you are hiding or your place is a little bit campy, I recommend that. But other than that, no. And then for the third perk, make sure you put it on amp. You can't put it on combat scout and battle hardened. Battle hardened don't really do nothing. I mean, you still affected to it. So like, you can't put on like sharp no or tracker, in my opinion. That's pretty much it for the 5 class setups. I'm out. Everybody enjoy their day. Peace.